Look, you can do all this too from a piece of cactus. It's 10 to 9 on, is it Saturday the 27th of January? And these flowers are going to close up after being open all night. This is our Peruvian Apple Cactus. You can do this too. Just grow it from a piece of cactus and you've got a most beautiful flower. Gorgeous flowers. Gorgeous. Aren't they lovely? All from just a piece of cactus you can grow all this. Peruvian Apple Cactus. Gorgeous flowers. So tropical looking even though they're not tropical. And look, there's a ripe fruit, big fat fruit. Edible, they're just like dragon fruit when you cut them open. They're like the dragon fruit with white flesh. All from a piece of cactus. They're quite cold, quite frost hardy. We have heavy frost that can freeze the bird baths in the winter time. And they're very drought resistant, of course. Very drought resistant. Oh, and they don't get fruit fly. They don't appear to get Queensland Fruit Fly. They don't appear to get Queensland Fruit Fly. I've never seen them in the fruits. I don't think fruit fly like cactus somehow. They didn't attack the prickly pear fruits either. Aren't they so lovely? There's a big fat juicy fruit. No sign of fruit fly. And the flowers have been open all night. They only last one night. There's somebody on the petal. Who's that? Some sort of... don't think it's a bee though. Yes, the flowers open at dusk and they close just after dawn sometime. They only last one night. Mustn't fall over while I'm filming, must I? Mustn't fall into the cactus. It's happened before. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous. And there's a ripe fruit. My boyfriend and I will enjoy that, won't we? No sign of fruit fly. Now, if it had fruit fly, it would have spots, it would have stings all over it. And it doesn't, they don't. They're just ideal for Australian conditions. Drought resistant, frost resistant, and fruit fly resistant. Say fruit fly resistant. Look at that. Just put my hand there to show you how big it is. How is it? It says, that's how big it is. Good size. Very easy to grow from cuttings. This cutting's getting on now. Starting to bolt. And they actually fruit at they can fruit at more than one time of year, which is good. They certainly fruit in the late winter here. So they definitely fruit in late winter. I've made videos before of them, the fruit in late winter, when they're ripening. But this is late summer now, what is it, midsummer. It's January. So you can definitely have fruit at more than one time of year, depending on the rainfall. There's a fruit up there that's burst open. That fruit burst open. It was too high for me to reach. Although we do knock them down with sticks sometimes. And there's something to watch out for. That's a paper wasp's nest. I didn't have the heart to knock it down. It's only a small outpost of wasps, so I left it there. But I don't want to get stung, do I? I don't. They're normally pretty easy going, but if they feel threatened, you will get stung. They'll make a hole in the skin and it'll take about a week to heal. So we've got Peruvian apple cactus cuttings coming up all over the place. Some of them come up from seedlings. This one's a cutting and it's doing very well. Look how far it's already grown this season. That's how far it's grown this year. That new growth. So you can have a whole cactus orchard. You can. There's a young one over there. And that's a new one. That one came up from a seedling. It's taller than I am now. Hasn't got any fruit. It should be fruiting by next year. It'll start to fruit. It'll start to branch and fruit by next year. So we do develop our cactus orchard as the years flow by. And look what we've got here. We cut up one giant cactus and we've got made 2, 4, 6 pieces. We're going to start 6 new large cactus trees. There's 2. See how I've written T on the top so I know which side is the top and which is the bottom? That's the top. There's, they've all got, you don't want to plant them upside down because nothing will happen. There's T for top. And we've got, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 huge pieces. They're instant cactus tree. But always don't plant them upside down. We know which side is the top. So it's going to be wonderful. We're going to have this new orchard of cacti, Peruvian apple cactus. Instant orchard. I've just got to dig the holes and plant them. I cut them to a smallish size like that so they wouldn't fall over. I don't want to be picking them up all the time if they fall over. So we've got them coming up all over the place. That's a new one. That one has orange fruit, I think, or was it pink? I bought that piece because I wanted a bit of extra blood in our orchard. And we've got lots of them that come up from seeds, so they'd all be DNA unique. But that's a unique one too. so they can all cross-pollinate and do their thing. Here's a small piece I've planted, but it hasn't shown any signs of growth yet. I'm wondering if it might not have been planted upside down. I shall have to wait a while. That's another piece that broke off. It hasn't shown any signs of growth on top. It could have been planted upside down too. That can be problematic. Maybe it just needs more sun. There's a nice Peruvian apple cactus seedling coming up over there. We'll give it a bit of water and nurture it, and it'll give us more fruits. That's right, that piece fell over. There's a broken piece that fell over, and it's turning into verticals now. Lovely verticals. And in a few years it'll be covered in fruits and flowers. In the potting shed here, on my knees in the potting shed. Now, this is an example of what to do right. This is a San Pedro cactus, but it was planted upside down. So it's only just taken off because I put it up the right way. It's actually growing now, which is nice. Make sure you plant your cactuses right way up. A young San Pedro. And this is another piece of San Pedro. It's a nice piece of San Pedro cactus. Growing well. And beside it here, this is Bolivian torch cactus. Now, I think Bolivian torch might have edible fruits, but it's only used for landscaping in Australia. It's an hallucinogenic cactus, Bolivian torch cactus. So, it's only legal for landscaping. And same with San Pedro. It's only legal for landscaping. It's also an hallucinogenic cactus. Yes, I've got to clean all the spider webs up in the potting shed. Cactus fruits and cactus flowers. Okay, look, we picked it. There's some smaller ones. As you can see, Peruvian apple cactus is like white dragon fruit inside. It's sweeter than white dragon fruit, but it's not as sweet as the red dragon fruit. Lovely. I'm going to have this for my breakfast now. We are going to have it for our breakfast. Lovely Peruvian apple cactus fruits. Drought-resistant, frost-resistant, fruit fly free, and grows in heavy clay soil. See ya. That looks like marvel of Peru or something. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like marvel of Peru or some type of Solanaceae, flowering tobacco or something.